Once a united nation, Korea's story changed forever at the end of World War II. When Japan surrendered in 1945, the United States and the Soviet Union moved in to take control of the peninsula, dividing it along the 38th parallel. The Soviets occupied the north, and the Americans the south. This division was meant to be temporary, simply to manage Japan's withdrawal. But as Cold War tensions deepened, the temporary line hardened into a border. The Soviets established a communist regime under Kim Il-sung in the north, while the U.S. supported a democratic government led by Syngman Rhee in the south. By 1948, two separate nations were born: the Democratic People's Republic of Korea and the Republic of Korea, each claiming to rule all of Korea. The political divide quickly became an ideological one: communism versus democracy, dictatorship versus freedom. Then, on June 25, 1950, North Korean forces invaded the south, beginning the Korean War. The brutal conflict drew in world powers. US and UN troops fought alongside the South, while China backed the North. After 3 years of devastating combat, the war ended in 1953 with no clear victor, only a fragile armistice. The fighting stopped, but peace never came. The Korean Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, was established, a heavily fortified strip of land that still separates the two nations today. What began as a temporary post-war decision became a permanent division. In the decades that followed, both Koreas took very different paths. The North grew isolated and militarized under its ruling dynasty. The South transformed into a vibrant democracy and global economic power. Yet the dream of reunification never completely faded. In 2018, a rare moment of hope emerged when North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and South Korean President Moon Jae-in met at the border. They signed the Panmunjom Declaration, pledging peace and cooperation. For the first time, soldiers from both sides even crossed into each other's territory peacefully. But despite those historic gestures, dialogue soon collapsed and tensions returned. Today, more than 70 years after the 38th parallel first divided the land, the Korean peninsula remains split: two nations, one people, and a fragile hope that someday the line between them might disappear.